We go. Hello, everybody. Hey, and welcome to Blades in the Dark. Welcome to my channel. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to my YouTube stuff. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris here on the internet, and this is a start of a Blades in the Dark campaign. We're playing Blades in the Dark, which is a fun game by John Harper. It's about being typically like a thieves crew, but we're playing with a cool designer's Sean Nickner's Vigilantes playbook. So we're going to actually be playing people who are kind of like striving for good, a little bit more of a comic booky kind of style of a game here. If you're familiar with classic Batman or like Green Arrow or Punisher kind of stuff, I feel like that's going to be a big thing we're going to do. So welcome. So happy to have you guys here today. And I want to go around and let's introduce ourselves as players and maybe talk about who we're going to be playing today. And that kind of stuff, and then we'll jump right into our first mission. So let's go around the horn here. So let's start with Storm.
Hey, so I'm Storm. I'm playing a character named Dex. You can find me as a person on Twitter at IncrediblyT. I'm also hanging around on a bunch of various different Discord channels and such, so you can find me there. My character's kind of raised very nobly amongst noble high society, and he was intended to take over the family business, which he did, and then upon finding out how dirty and dangerous business actually was in this town, he was like, nope, fuck this, I'm out. Gave it to his best friend, who then got arrested, and he's kind of been taken away. So my personal goal is to kind of make amends. That's me.
Yeah, it's awesome. Dex. What's your full character's name again? So just so everybody hears it, because I'm never going to repeat it.
I actually need to go and check, because I don't remember it fully. Okay. Dexter Archibald Percy Reginald Fairfax II.
Yes.
Fairfax being the family name, carries a lot of weight. Respect me kind of thing. Yeah, that's me.
That's awesome. That's so good. And thank you. Moving on is John. Johnable. What's up, man?
Hello, I'm sick today, so apologies in advance for everyone. I'm playing. You can catch me on Twitter at Jawnable, even though I don't really do much up there. I retweet various folk around the internet. Usually, you can catch me over at another stream, Squeegee.
Yeah,
Cool
guy.
Yeah. Other than that, I'll be around on Discords variously. So it's pretty much me. I'll be playing a lurk today called Blink, and that's all you guys can know about him, really. He's sneaky.
Super sneaky.
He's grown up sneaking, and that's the best thing he can do.
Yeah, it's awesome. And last but certainly not least is Noogie, our cameraless friend. Noogie, how are you doing?
Alien. How are we?
I'm doing well, man. So,
good stuff.
Yeah.
You can find me nowhere. I don't exist. I am a ghost. Today I'm playing a hound by the name of Ardwin Slane. He's like a really old detective that has kind of gotten fed up with the system, and he's finding he can't really bring in the people that he knows are corrupt, and he's stepping out of the bounds of law to fix some problems in this city.
Yeah, it's awesome. So there are a couple things that we settled on for today's game, besides just being vigilantes, that I wanted to just go ahead and prep everybody with. So the first things was that we're all going to be kind of pissed off at the Circle of Flame. Like, that was like the big group that we all agreed on. And for those who don't know, the Circle of Flame is sort of like the anti-Indiana Jones. So like, they're basically the Nazis who are supposed to like trying to gather crazy weird relics for their own ends, and stealing things from museums, that kind of stuff. And additionally, I think we chose that our front would be a warehouse, or excuse me, not a warehouse, a storefront, by a guy named Badger, who's sort of like a crazed tinkerer who got burned by the city governments after doing a lot of various like public works kind of projects kind of stuff, and now he runs a small little watch repair place, and little like watch repair, any kind of like small little clockwork gizmo toy repair kind of stuff. He just runs a little storefront in the night market. and that's going to be our lair for this stuff, right? Like we're going to be in the night market, and that's our storefront. So with that being said, I think what we should do, starting off, would be kind of, I want to kick off things in media res a little bit. So I like the idea of us just jumping right into a mission. If we're all okay with that.
I'm good with that.
I am perfectly fine with that. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to I'm gonna kick off just a mission at random, and I think we're gonna kind of play back like how you guys ended up, why you're doing this, and how you found out about it, and sort of like do flashbacks and stuff. So I think what we're gonna be doing is we're going to be on a no, be a cool spot. No, be awesome. You guys are on a transport ship, like a Leviathan kind of giant ship.
Oh.
And you guys are like doing one of those like take steal, and I think you're gonna be there. I don't know. What are you guys there for? What are you doing on that ship? What are you trying to steal? Something that's portable that you can get out, because this place is well defended.
Ooh. Oh, I need to remember what they harvest from the Leviathans.
It's Leviathan blood.
Oil.
It's Leviathan blood, which would be,
Yeah.
it's basically like whale oil. So like it's that's a lot. I'm thinking this is probably something maybe that, what are you stealing from the Circle of Flame that they want? Or the Hive, or someone else maybe
a really
from your
like ancient
background.
schematic from before the Calamity that Badger wants.
Oh, okay.
I
That
like
was
that.
Sick, dude. That's
Yeah.
sick.
Awesome. Okay, so Badger gave you this. Awesome. Okay. So, how do you think you guys would, let's say this would be, I'm just gonna say it's probably a deception plan, or like a stealth plan, right? You guys are gonna be sneaking up onto the ship, because that sounds badass.
Yeah. Oh, actually, does Dex know any Leviathan hunters?
Yeah, or did you guys con your way onto the ship?
I don't know any Leviathan hunters, if you're talking in a sense of like my contacts.
No, I'm saying,
Yeah.
do you want to make one up?
Do I want to what?
totally.
Sorry?
Do you want to make one up?
Absolutely.
Sure. Are we gonna? How are we gonna do this? Do you want a stealth, or like do you want to kind of like allow me to walk through the front door and gain access?
Are you
Oh,
trying to
no,
get here's the idea. Like so we start, so like the camera opens up for this series, right? Like it starts on like the inky black waters out like, you know, kind of outside. You can see the lights of Duskvol like really far in the distance, right? So the ship is sort of like just moored like out in the middle of the water, several thousand yards out from shore. And that's where the ship is, and you guys are getting onto the ship right now. And you're there to steal some sort of schematics, right? The pre calamity schematics for Badger. So, So what is your plan of attack, and what is the what's going to be the relevant question for that? So yeah, do you know somebody like that can get you on that ship? Like you're going to like pose as like port inspectors? Are you going to just stealthily scale the ship? You know, or are you going to like?
It's not illegal to be on a ship.
No, like
So-
do you have like an underwater like James Bond breathing apparatus thing? Then you like climb up the bottom of the ship. Like what do you guys do? I'm giving you guys leeway to be fucking awesome. right
How
now. So
see, I don't want to like.
It's
I
like-
want to go with the awesome.
imagine
Therefore-
your plan, like whatever you right now say, like how you started your plan. Like we're gonna roll with that, right? So
I'm gonna assume.
are you hang gliding? Are you like halo dropping on the ship? Like what are you doing?
I
That's
would
awesome.
assume that Storm's character would be on the ship already.
Storm's,
Maybe-
Storm's the inside man right now. Awesome.
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of.
Do they have like?
So
do
that's
they
already going to be
welcome-
probably either a link plan, or that's going to be the start of a deception plan.
Do
Ooh,
they-
it sounds like a link plan.
Do they welcome
Yeah,
like
yeah.
traders
They're pretty
and
stealthy.
merchants?
Yeah, let's say that would. Are you trying to impersonate the people who they're trying to meet with to make the deal? Like,
That's where I was kind of going with it. Like,
cool. That sounds like the main. That
Act as if
probably is
I'm
the
buying
plan then.
something.
Yeah, you're probably posing as the buyer, right?
Okay,
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. So that would be a deception thing. What's everyone else doing?
I think.
Are you guys
Ardwin
there
and-
with him right now, or are you guys like sneaking around? Like, what do you know?
I think we're sneaking around. We're
Yeah.
hiding in the shadows, waiting to find the actual thing.
All right,
we can
so
take
you're trying to assist. You're trying to assist Dex on the steal through stealthy things right now. Okay.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Quick thing out of
Yeah, what's
character.
up? Yeah.
Above my head it says I'm Noogie, and above Noogie's head it says I'm Storm. He's Storm. Wrong way
That's
around.
because you guys are. That's right. Believe it or not, you guys are you have the wrong
Is that one on
things.
stream?
Yeah, I have the guys' pictures mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so where are we going from here? So I'm on the ship already, right?
Correct.
Um,
Are we like hiding in the rigging?
Yeah, I assume you guys are all on the ship because that's what it sounds like since you're supporting him. And I don't know. Are you guys on the rigging? Is that where
Sure.
you'd be hiding? Would you guys be hiding like in there? Would you be hiding around like the shipping containers? All that kind of stuff, right? Like, what would you guys be doing? This is. I just want to know. It's just a quick establishment, and then I need to ask Storm about the like how he's deceiving them. Like, what does he have to deceive them with? And then it begins. That's all we need.
All right, we are roped onto the rigging on the side of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're hanging off the side of the ship like James Bond, like sticky things or something
Yeah,
like
you
that, or
got
like
it.
a rope. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Got it. Cool. Awesome.
Got it.
Okay. So, what do you have, Dex? What are you doing to convince the people that you are the buyer? Like, what did you do? Do you have like a disguise kit to look like the guy? Do you have like official papers? You know, something like that. Like, what are you doing to present yourself?
I'm
as this
carrying
person?
documents to
Okay.
prove that I am a verified merchant and that the stuff that I'm buying is going off to somewhere important, at least.
Sick.
Um,
Yeah. Perfect.
so
cool.
they treat me with respect, kind of thing, because like
Do you have
I know
any-
where your money's at.
On your character sheet, do you have anything that's like a fine item or anything like that adjusts this roll? Because otherwise, I'm going to need you to make the starting
Pretty sure it's
engagement
a
roll.
find disguise kit.
Yeah.
I have a find disguise kit. Yes, I do
Sick.
have that.
Perfect. Well, are you looking like the buyer as well? I don't know. Like, anyways, we're getting ready to do the engagement roll for this encounter. I think the idea is that you're on the ship now, and you know it's dark. It's like it's kind of foggy and stuff near the bottom of the ship where our two guys our Lurk and our Hound are kind of like hanging off the sides of the ship, ready to come out at a moment's notice. And I think like we hear the sounds of footsteps going over like the hull of the ship over to where you are, Dex, where people are going to be, you know, where they're going to meet you, right? And this is like when the deal's getting ready to go down. So I think I'm going to need you to make the engagement roll at the start. So this
Wait.
engagement roll is a fortune roll, and I'm going to say that the guys aren't vulnerable. I think it's very standard. So I think right now you are off you're in unknown real territory. So I think right now I'm going to say it starts off at 1 die.
Okay,
So,
and where am I rolling this? Sorry.
Well, hold on. So it starts.
Okay.
You're going to be rolling this in roll 20. Just you're going to be rolling though, but this is sort of like a negotiation thing where you can start saying like, hey, I'm going to do a flashback though to make my situation better. I'm more prepared with
like a
this thing
flashback.
and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I scouted the
but,
ship.
So right now you
with
have
my-
1 die.
with my- what's it called? Spyglass. My compactable spyglass.
Oh
the
yeah.
day
So
before.
yeah. Okay. So you looked it over. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's probably not even any. That's not really stressful. That's just you probably just looking out like
Yeah,
whatever.
it's probably in some tower.
Yeah. All right. I think that would probably give you a die. That means you're pretty well prepared for this. You're average prepared.
Cool.
So you're. So whatever they're doing in return, you countered just from simple observation like that. Is there anything you guys are doing right now to stop this? Because this is basically going to determine the start of the like how things are faring. So it's not going to be like, oh, you fail at this now. It's just going to be like, oh, they brought a bunch of guards and they're pissed at you right now, right? Or something like, you know, we promised you more money up front. You know, like something like that it will change the outcome of the way the game is working at that moment of like the initial setup situation.
Question:
how the odds are stacked, basically. That's
Is it possible for Blink to have, I don't know, like snuck into this ship's like main office to see the rotations of the guards or the workers?
Any of you could, yeah.
I was gonna say I would have tried to sneak around on the ship at one point before we got on here.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's do a flashback for that. And you're gonna flashback, and you're going to try to prowl. I mean, I guess I don't know. What tool are you going to use to gather information here? Are you going to be like prowling? Or are you going to be consorting, swaying?
Oh no, I would have been like staying in the shadows, just keeping an eye out, trying to see.
Oh, just observing.
Maybe
so
like
studying.
a timetable of the employee.
Oh, that's definitely that would be studying. So.
Would it?
Yeah, you're studying a situation. You're observing.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that because it's totally up to you, John. Johnable. Describe what action are you telling, and then as a GM, I'm supposed to tell you the effect of doing that.
I'm going to more say like maybe stick around the shadows, move as to see like where the guard change would be, so like more surveying over time.
Yeah. Okay. So what action are you going to take for that? Survey?
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely. Go ahead and do survey. So once again, you're going to be rolling the amount of dice equal to the number of dots you have filled in for survey. You also have the option right now. You can take extra stress to push yourself, or you can take a fictional stress, which is a devil's bargain, and you get an extra die for that. But we talk about what the devil's bargain will be for this.
No, I don't think it would have been a stressful thing. It would be more of like.
No, this is a mechanic you can do to get an extra die on your roll.
Oh yeah. I don't think he would have stressed himself about it though.
Okay, sure. So it's gonna be straight dice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for us. Roll the number of dice, and we're gonna take the highest result. A 4. Okay. So I think here serving. So that's gonna be that's kind of like that's a success, but it's a partial success. I think what's going to happen here is I think it's going to end up being reduced effect here. I think what happened, or it takes extra. No, I got it. It takes extra time, for you to look at the guards here. So you're on the ship right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think you noticed.
Could we say that I would already be on the ship when it went out as well?
Oh, so you were just stowaway on the ship? Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
So
then I think that actually would be so I think what's going to happen is it's going to take extra time, but I think you're also going to take stress from just being on the ship for this long, like maintaining your composure and being out of sight for that long, right? It's just one stress box, which is like nothing in the game, right? So it took longer. So it took you to get on that ship days before to finally get the idea down the guards, and it seems like these guys rotate. Like this is your results here are that you determine that this group here they outsource their security. The normal ship. I think I want to find a cool name for the ship. I think the name's going to be the
Heart of Gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Pentafor. Is it Pentafor? HMS Pentafor? Isn't that a ship?
No idea.
Yeah, the Pentafor. It's the so it's the Pentafor, and you know that they outsourced their guards to what's the name of the faction that's Skovlin, that are like they ride horses, or not Skovlin, the guys that ride horses in the death jungles that are all about anti-ghosts. I forget the name of them right now.
I don't remember.
The Deathland Scavengers, I think, is basically what they are. Unless I find the other name of them. If someone else knows the name of the group that I'm thinking of, it's those
Deathland
guys.
Scavengers says convicts from the Iron Hook given a choice of execution and work as scavengers.
Oh no, that's not it. That's not them. I don't remember the name of them, but they're from the Dagger Isles, I think, and they're a bunch of
I know the ones.
They're a bunch of crazy guys. They ride horses, and they are really good about anti-ghost stuff. They're like really badass, and these guys are not on horses here, but they clearly are in leagues with these guys here. The Silver Nails. That's the name of the group. The Silver Nails guys. So silver nails are on.
to be messed with.
They are not to be messed with. They are very serious guards. Yeah, I'm saying is that. Thank you, Dark Lavender. Silver nails. Yes, the Pinafore.
Ghost killers.
So
and
the
all
ship
good
is
shit.
the ship is the Pinafore, and their security crew is the Silver Nails. Any of the Silver Nails are not to be trifled with. It's also very strange for them to be on the ship. Clearly, this cargo here is precious, and there must be other things on board too that require a lot of security.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. You also know because they're Silver Nails that like they're really good at detecting ghost shit. So.
Good thing we're not ghosts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Flashback though.
So that's a flashback.
And a dock inspector to give me the manifesto and where I would find the cargo that we're looking for.
Sure, you're gonna try to convince that guy
Yeah.
to give you the manifest. Yeah. Sure, as you're an as an inspector, like you're invoking your authority, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Oh boy, this is gonna be good. I've got no dots in that.
Nice. This is gonna go well.
Just so you're saying, it's a routine inspection. I'm just following. You're following up on something. Sure. So the old harbor master kind of like gives you the weird eye. Like he knows that you're probably putting your fingers in someone's pot and trying to get some money or whatever.
I'm probably just like, hey, I just need to check this stuff over. Just need to study some stuff.
Totally. Okay, great. So go ahead and make the roll, and we'll determine what he's like from this. To give
What
you
am I
the
rolling?
manifest. See how good it is.
Am I rolling survey?
Are you just trying to like talk to him and eyeball it like to the side? Is that what you're trying to do then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I could convince him of it, but I have pretty good eyes.
Okay. Yeah.
Even-
Yeah. Totally. Then. Yeah. That definitely sounds right. I think you'll have normal effect. Risky.
Right. What am I rolling though? Survey? Study?
Oh yeah. This is you. This is your determine. What is it?
Survey.
Survey? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, that'd be risky. So you got a 3.
Not good.
That's not good at all.
Okay.
I think what happens is when you come in, he like looks at you like he's probably like was scribbling in the book or whatever. He closes it and he's like, "Oh, Inspector, what can I do for you?"
Just popping in, seeing how things are going. I have some work here later, so I just wanted to check in and make sure you're doing all right.
Oh, yeah, you know me. We're doing real well here. We got actually, we got really good business here from the Leviathan ships. Seems to be their breeding season.
So I've heard.
Is there anything I can get you? Some tea,
Oh, please.
Inspector? Sure.
I sit down and have tea with him.
Yeah, he puts his back to you, and starts like making some tea or whatever. He's like, it's been a while, but my kid's in the Duskvol Academy. Like he's like saying like he's doing way better than his old man. He's got a keen brain for math.
Amazing to hear.
Yeah. So his back's to you. What do you do? Like,
I'm not going to risk that. No,
Okay.
I am. Dog workers not to be trifled with. They can mess your day up later.
yes, he can. Okay. So he brings you back some tea, and he's like, so I've been a harbor master for a long time. I know something's up.
Yeah.
Listen, the less I know, the better.
Don't tell him.
But-
Right.
But if there's anything I can do
Why
to
I'm
help,
here.
like the less I know, the better. I don't want to get anything on me, but if there's anything I can do to help the inspectors,
Well, I don't want to drag you into this. There's something going down, and it's gonna be messy.
he's
Shit.
he like kind of like sipping his tea, and then he like kind of like shakes a little bit, and is like, oh sorry, it's a little hot as he's like lying as he puts it back
I
down.
sip it anyway.
Because he's like, oh, this is
straight at
serious.
him.
Because I was like, oh shit, my routines and stuff are gonna get messed up with, right? Like it's kind of like bad news. So he's like, yeah, what? Oh, that's too bad. That sounds real bad.
It's not great. I won't tell you the details. I don't want to get you involved, but out of character, what was the name of the ship?
The Pinafore.
There's a ship, the Pinafore. I need to look over the cargo records. That's all I'll take from you.
All right. Well, okay. Boy, it looks like man, this tea didn't come out well at all. He says really loudly, and I think he takes the tea out of your hands and goes back, and he starts fiddling again with the tea set, like expecting you to look at the book.
Yeah, I flip it over quietly.
And like he like winks at you as he gets up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to roll again?
No, because I think what's here is that like the consequence of this is that I think people know that you went and saw the harbor master, but he's trying to play it up to now the harbor master is going to be on the hook about, like, you know, if someone ever came up, it's like, what were you doing talking to an inspector kind of thing, and now he's trying to have plausible deniability to that guy, whoever that guy is going to be, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Someone who's going to be following up would be
cargo. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you don't have to roll for it. You would just find it. Just giving you this opportunity. Yeah. There's no risk here. So you find the manifest. You see the manifest is clearly not butchered, not botched. What do you call it? When it's lied. It's lied. It's lying
Cooked.
to it. Cooked. Thank you. Yeah, like it's saying it's like full of like Scovlin like wool, like sheep wool. It's full of and like straw or whatever kind of straws in the setting, because there's no real light. I don't know what they grow. But like basically like very, very basic agricultural products. Your standard shipping things like soap, like just a bunch of just generic plain things, which you guys know that it's not true at all. That's in those crates. It's not on the manifest. This is clearly the ship that you wanted to be on, because it's too obvious that there's something that's being hid here, right?
Okay, cool.
So I think that gives you a die for your engagement. So you're at 3 dice now, which is good. This determines how good those footsteps are coming to you, Dex, on that ship right now.
Okay, so this could go.
So we come back. Yeah. So right now we're back to the present. You're waiting around. We're on the top part of the ship.
Yep.
Like kind of like near the middle or whatever. I imagine. I know this is like the 1800s or whatever. But I'm picturing like an oil tanker barge. You know what I mean? Like very long, full of like crates on top of on the top as well. Like a shipping kind of vessel.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm imagining. Okay, and you hear like the people coming across like the catwalk, and then they're coming down some stairs. It's several footsteps. Go ahead and make the engagement roll if there's anything else, unless there's anything else you wanted to do to bias you.
You guys think of anything?
I will have used my my Find Disguise kit to disguise myself as a buyer. Maybe one of their more regular buyers who they've actually met with before.
Sure. Yeah. How do you know who they sell to?
Or maybe you're going like with a regular buyer, like next to you.
What if I'm with a regular buyer? What, like I've gone along with him?
Yeah.
I'm kind of reclusive. I probably wouldn't have done that, but something I'd know who their regular buyers are because I've got like a keen business mind, and I'd be keeping like Leviathan hunters kind of like fuel this town, right?
Oh, they're meeting. Okay, so it's like multiple buyers. Like this is like where everyone's making the deals right now. So it's not just you. It's like an auction kind of thing on the ship.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, something.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was just going to be like you showing up there for it. Like this is like a secret deal, but it's like more like a criminal enterprise thing on the ship. Great.
No, cool. In my mind, this is an auction. I'm going to slip away at some point and kind of
Fantastic. Yeah, let's go with it. Great.
So it wouldn't have been too hard for me to kind of like figure out a disguise for this or disguise myself as another person.
Sure.
I mean, you just look like a legitimate businessman is all.
Yeah.
Which I do anyway. I'm pretty dapper.
So,
so where am I rolling this engagement roll? What am I clicking?
You're gonna be just rolling using the chat box to the right here, and you're gonna be rolling 3d6.
3d6.
Yes. This is the engagement roll. Wow, your highest result is a 6. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Nice.
Don't know why I rolled like that, but I mean,
no, that's perfect. No, that's perfect. So the 6 is the highest one. That's really good. That means you got a really you got a great outcome. So
awesome.
I think what this means is that's great. So I think the folks come over, and so I guess we see the bald headed man who's sort of like the captain of the ship. He's wearing old Scovelin armor because like they used to have like a civil war not that long ago that was kind of like tearing the country apart, and he's like wearing like a military uniform, like he's like a high up like officer type person. He's on this ship, and he's flanked by two also large guards, each with like the silver nail insignias on them. And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to proceed with the engagements. Please step forward and present your paperwork. And some people go through, and they get to you, and and you're presented right now. Who are you being represented as? Like, or just a random buyer? Like, are you trying to be someone famous right now? Like that would be identifiable?
No.
Okay, you're just trying to be like security through obscurity, kind of like generic.
I am trying to get through with minimum damage caused. Like, I don't want to cause too much attention or draw anything to me. I just want to get through security.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So, I think your paperwork and your documents go through. After like a quick like inspection, like you see like the silver nails, like whenever they're looking through the paperwork and stuff, they have a little like monocle glass or whatever that like kind of like goes over one eye, and like looks like it's going through like an attune kind of process to see if there's anything's like fake or anything on it, and it looks legitimate. And
I would have had Badger forge these for me anyway, and he's pretty legit.
Yeah. So it's kind of you probably that along with your own knowledge of how writs are written, being a noble.
It would have been a bit of a...
this would have been fine. Like, I know the exact verbiage and how to write it and sign everything. This is great. And they look you over and they're like, here you go. And they bring you down to a like below deck, and I think down below deck is where you see a bunch of like crates, and the crates are full of like wool, and like you can see like they're like kind of like cracked open in different parts, and like the wool is kind of like pouring out of it, and like next to that is sitting, some like various artifacts. It looks like to be like chests of like gold or things like that. And like jewelry. It looks to be like a lot of various like artifacts, especially things that look to be like luxury goods of people. You can see that some of them have blood on them. It looks like this might have been spoils from the Civil War, left over for selling as well. So you see, so you're not alone here. Like I think you probably would spot around here. I'm trying to think anybody you guys would know from different groups.
I might recognize another merchant, having been in the business game.
Yeah, I think you definitely spot a couple people, some merchants from the Hive, are certainly here. You definitely Ulf Ironborn's here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
that guy. We're not too friendly with
a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of
I'm not too friendly with that guy.
Not too friendly, but I mean, he doesn't. You're in disguise, and you guys are sneaking around.
Yeah.
And last but not least, certainly, not Silver Nails. So some members of the Circle of Flame would be here, but they probably wouldn't be presenting themselves as a Circle of Flame, right? They would probably be folks from like the academies and that kind of stuff, like other nobles, and other varying people. So it's a very it's a very broad assortment of folks here on the ship. And, okay, so
would I know what the Circle of Flame are doing here? Because do I recognize them as Circle of Flame?
No, I don't think you would, because you don't nothing unless you had some sort of like research about knowing what they were doing right now, like if you did your research beforehand. Because right now you're trying to just take the schematic. You don't really know why the Circle of Flame's here, right?
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. No, I didn't mention anything in any flashbacks. So
fair enough. Did you bring coin for this, or like were you planning on just like belaying the guides and stealing the artifact? Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't have coin. No, I'm not here to actually buy anything. I'm fake buying. Okay. If they ask me to, like, I don't know, I don't have money on me. My plan is to like escape this group of people as soon as, and or not escape them, but like at least locate the schematics first. That's my main goal right now.
Yeah, I think we're trying to find the schematics so Blink can steal the schematics.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Do I have any form of communication with the other two, or no?
Do you?
Magical power of metagaming.
Yeah.
Do you have the? I mean, do you have some sort of like magical earpiece kind of thing, or that's something like that the Silver Nail could pick up on because they look for that sort of stuff?
We totally wouldn't have that.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
We have smoke signals.
Smoke signals.
Smoke signals and hand gestures.
I think it would probably. I don't know. Tell me what your guys' plan is. I have an idea, but
The way I see it is like we wouldn't have anything to directly communicate, but I'd know where they are, and I'd kind of like have like a watch on,
signal.
and
Yeah.
we'd be like synced, and we
Yeah.
know at what times we need to be doing certain things. So unless
Perfect.
something goes, they should be in a certain spot when I go out to see them. Hand signal, go there, the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Go grab it.
Yeah. The only thing, if I could suggest one thing, I was thinking that exact same thing, but I was also thinking that like you could like do audible things by like you bidding, like you bidding is like a sign for things.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So like this is very much like a Casino Royale, like Bond kind of like place. People are talking. There's probably like gambling or something. There's like some hostesses giving out like drinks and stuff like that. It's a very like fancy style atmosphere, even though everything's kind of in crates and stuff around. It smells kind of musky and damp. The ship kind of creaks and stuff as it sits there. But
Right.
like you hear like the sounds of like high society violin. Like a quartet is playing some sort of
So
like
it's still rather high
melancholic sound.
society.
Yeah, like it's
Can
like
I say
it's like
that I'm
nouveau
a-
riche high society kind of thing, right? It's
Like,
like a
This
sorry.
guy did say a bodyguard.
Mhm.
Cool. So I'm gonna look for where they're bringing the artifacts out. Say like one's like an early bidding is coming out, and I'm trying to look for the room in which they're bringing that out of.
Yeah, I mean
Did you say you were
you've been on the
disguised
ship. You've been on the ship this whole time, right?
Yeah. I think at this
Yeah.
point, like I come out of quote unquote hiding to be more of an actual presence.
Okay, so you're disguised as a security guard, is that right?
Yeah.
So
Basically, I'm just like on lookout for you.
And then we have Jawnable kind
Wait.
of like just hanging about, waiting to steal the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's solid snake.
Okay.
Cool.
He's literally in a box right now.
I'm in the box.
Yeah.
I'm in one of those.
So what I want to know real quick is so Ardwin, are you dressed as a security guard? Are you dressed as a Silver Nail, or are you dressed as like private security?
Private security.
Oh, okay.
Probably like some nice clothes, but very obviously, for business. Not like the business that he's in, but more
Sure.
the violent kind.
Okay, so you brought a change of clothes or something with you besides like your
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like you've been on the ship for a while. You kind of know the ins and outs. You have a vague idea of where they're keeping like the special stuff for this auction, especially the day before. You hear people moving around. You know that it's going to be that they keep things on a pretty secure lock and key. They really only bring out the things that they're gonna be auctioning. Except for they have a couple, like I said earlier, they have a couple of things just kind of like there for atmosphere, like the chest of jewelry and coins and some like fine clothes like hosiery for women, that sort of stuff. Like they seem to have like very very like high like noble type items for selling and trading. You see a couple like really like old like ships in a bottle kind of stuff, like very like bric-a-bracy things that rich people want because they want nautical themed living rooms, that kind of stuff. Like it seems to be like this is all it's all for sale here, and
Wonderful.
like
So
I think
we're really trying to do a smash and grab, are we?
well, yeah, what I was gonna say was that I think all the stuff that you're looking for, the schematics, are locked away with like the map, like the old maps and old like books and logs and stuff that people want to buy, right? So
would we recognize would they recognize the importance of these schematics, or are they just like, oh, it's a bit of paper, throw it in with the maps?
No, they would. I don't think. They wouldn't recognize it. They just think it's for sale, right? It's just
Yeah, because they're Leviathan hunters, right? They're not like of the tinkering or whatever this thing is.
Yeah, I think maybe even wandering around, you actually no, it's fine. Okay, so Ardwin, yeah, let's say that you're in position. It's down a narrow hallway on the ship, and you're about like 30 feet away from the door to the room with all the maps and stuff in it, and standing right in front of that spot is a server nail, a guard. It looks pretty bored. He's probably like smoking right now. He doesn't see you, but like imagine like a Viking, like something like a Viking and a Witcher, kind of like combined. If that helps, right? Like so, imagine like all white hair, like he's pretty well scarred.
This is the bodyguard.
These are silver nails. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that they're basically Witchers. Like that's what they kind of look like.
This guy, that's badass as fuck, dude. That's so sick.
Yeah. So he has like a couple like hand axes like at his belt.
Going through the floor.
You have a what? Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
How do you feel about instead of going through the doors, you go underneath the ship, and we like open it up and go through the floor?
Do you have welding tools?
I don't know. No.
Well,
Are
you gonna try to flashback and be like, I know where the welding tools are from the engine room, and I took them, and I'm doing this, like, or do you have something to cut through this? Like, did Badger give you something? Like, like, what did you do?
Right
now, I'm saying that would be very hard to do unless you have something to get through that floor.
I think Badger
maybe something that lets you like spectral go through it is a possibility, or actually cutting through it would be a possibility as well. But
I think Badger may have given us something. I mean, like, he's the guy we go to when we prep for missions and stuff. We're like, hey, we're doing this. Got any ideas of how you can help us?
Well, yeah, he gave you, like, the side of the ship suction stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe he gave us some sort of welding tools.
Okay.
Or some method of cutting through the floor.
Hey, floor or walls, I don't want to go through a guy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that means so you're gonna have to get into position though to get underneath that ship. Underneath it, underneath that room would be a pantry, like the galley would be below that. So that's like where people would eat, and this would be like a spot where like they keep all like lard and like just random crackers and pantry stuff, canned green beans or canned eels, right? Like canned eels would probably be the big thing that everyone eats.
Don't we already have like guards movement because of Jawn? So
yeah,
could he not?
Right.
Yeah.
Could you not just stealth your way through and be like, okay, I know he's gonna be here.
You're in a dominant position if you do that for sure.
So I would say that
could.
you know exactly when you need to move. We're all in sync with our watches and stuff. We plan for this. You can just like when we know the guards are going to be moved, like to an area that opens up a gap for you to go from A to B. You can go for it.
Yeah,
you're
cool.
You're better. You're better at being stealthy than you are cutting through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very true. But I'm not actually that stealthy, and Blink is very stealthy.
Very extremely.
Almost
but
like
your job is
stealthy.
Your job is to locate, get out, and remain inconspicuous, and then like, transfer over the stealing job.
Oh, Kelsa in chat just mentioned candied eels. Candied eels.
Oh,
yeah, that's definitely what people eat. Now, awesome. Okay, that's a thing now.
That's disgusting.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm sorry. So Ardwin, you make it down there.
So like, my job is really to stealth around and pick locks and steal things because that's not really what he's good at. He's good at reading a situation and seeing what's happening and relaying information to the people that are more specialized.
So who's the specialist person for this? Is this where
this is Blink?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this where Blink comes in?
This is where Blink comes in.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so yeah, I love the idea that
like a barrel.
So make a prowl. So you need to give me a you got to get stealthily down a flight of stairs. You know the guards are. So you're in a dominant position for this role because you know where people are, right? Like unless something like randomly comes up, you know how to get there to where you need to be. Okay? Yeah. And wherever you need to get to be, that's exactly where Blink will be, right? He'll be waiting for you at the rendezvous spot. Okay? So this is all on you right now, Old Moloko. You need to use an action of some kind to get yourself down there. And I'm already saying that you probably have a dominant role because you know the timing and positions of the guards.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll prowl.
Okay, yeah, it seems fair.
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah, you get there no problem. You get there so well that I think Jawn. I don't know, like you're already there. This is the first time we see really Blink on screen, so maybe describe what you're doing while you're waiting for him. Like, I like the idea that maybe you're already in like the galley, like you're already in that room, you're already in the galley, right? Like waiting for him, like what took you so long, kind of thing. But like whatever you want to do. You're muted.
Taylor, you're muted.
You're muted, but you seem super like into the scene right now.
I've got a cough at the moment. Myself. But like maybe he's like outside of a window because I mean like he doesn't know where the room is, right? So he doesn't know the specific room. So maybe Noogie finds this room.
I feel like okay.
John's like circling. He's like in here.
Going off of that, like when Noogie is into the room, right? I'd be like dangling outside one of the portholes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got climbing gear, right? So I'd be like just waiting there dangling, and I'll be like peeking in every now and then to see. So when
This guy is.
yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Window.
Yeah.
He's basically Spider-Man. He's like upside down, kind of like peeking through the window.
And,
like,
and you have to open the port bay window to let him in. Yeah, that's perfect. And like you're carrying like the welding gear on your back. Oh yeah,
I would
like
say
you throw like the gear on the ground or whatever, and you jump through the porthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. That's so awesome. I love it. Yeah, great. So you make it to the galley. No one's around. Are you guys going to try to cut through the stuff? Then I imagine.
Are they in the room now that has the...
Yeah, like, unless you guys want to do anything,
I'm gonna
we can just...
put my ear up to the wall, not the wall, but the I guess it's the ceiling at this point. I listen to see if there's like anyone above us like walking around.
Oh, no. Unless you can vaguely hear the sounds of the guard standing out front. You probably you smell his tobacco smoke, like the tobacco smoke permeates like down, so like you know someone's still there, but
so I don't see the point in us using welding tools. You have a silence potion?
Yeah, they get a free silence potion every mission.
Who do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Well, shit.
All right, cool.
Yeah, be quiet while you.
So what do you do? What do you do with the silence potion? Like, how does it work?
Okay, so basically, I drink it, and everything within 10 paces of me doesn't make a noise.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, awesome. Does it look any different when you do that, or is it just like a magical effect?
I guess it's magical. It doesn't really specify.
It's an essence, right?
Silence potion vial. That's all it says.
That's just the vial. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Yeah. So it's silent. It's very, very silent. And what we see is the oh, okay. All right. I think at that point though we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back at after break here.
Thank you. I need to
go pee.
Conveniently, when everything goes quiet, we take a break.
So thanks, guys. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the continuing of our first heist here with Cloak and Gavel. We're Blades in the Dark. So thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.